Hey, everybody, I'm Kevin McLaughlin, and here we are with the Riffs and Rhythm podcast. I'm for Riffs, and...
I'm Paul, and I'm for Rhythms.
All right, but we all know the Riffs are better, but, you know, we have to have this ongoing feud, so that makes it look like we're...
Every time we start off the show, this is exactly... So if you've been listening for a while, you know this is how we go back and forth, and we banter our opinions about the riffs or the rhythms, and y'all know the rhythms make the music, and
they make it rhythmic for sure. But so that's the whole part of the Riffs and Rhythms podcast. We are debating which is better. Sometimes the rhythms are better, sometimes the riffs are better, but we all know that in general the riffs are really where it's at.
Right. As long as you're not doing anything percussive on the guitar, you can't dance the guitar. Anyway, all right, so how was your
Who are you, and what did you do with Paul?
Yes, I know. I think he's slowly, it's seeping in. I think I'm not giving up, guys. All you drummers and bass players and everyone in the rhythm section out there, I'm not giving up yet. Hope yet. So we'll see in our next episode where we review our song. But how was So now we talked about last episode about Yule logs and Billy Idol, and that was pretty cool. And now we're past Thanksgiving. Now we can officially start Christmas stuff and decorations. And
true to Riffs and Rhythms organizational skills, we did Christmas before we did Thanksgiving. We just had Thanksgiving yesterday.
Yep.
But we got a lot of Christmas stuff to come, so don't worry about that. We don't have any problems participating in the crass commercialization of Christmas.
That's right.
Because we are crass commercializers, are we? What are we?
We're big.
We're crass.
We're crass holes.
There we go.
Yes.
He's a crass hole. I'm awesome.
I think before one of the nearest Christmas episodes, around Christmas time or Christmas Day. I mean, we're not even December yet, but we've got to have to do a Christmas episode or some sort. So
sure,
yeah, have some naughty elves or something stop by,
Absolutely.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah,
start pulling stuff out of our bag.
That's right. Yeah, we got to start planning this one here. So
that'll be a good one.
Well, here's to another episode here, kicking off here. Cheers there. So yeah, speaking of Thanksgiving, how was your holiday there?
Good. It was good. A lot of family around. My sister and brother-in-law are excellent cooks, and it's been their job to do the turkey and most everything. I get the easy part. I get to slave over a hot cash register and bring the Mrs. Smith's pies. And I've actually become renowned for the quality of my pies. Good thing I'm not making them, or else that wouldn't happen.
So you're getting signed up for a cooking show competition?
Yeah, the cooking show competition must include
who can buy the best.
Yeah, who can buy the best pie? Yeah.
Well, so is there a big crowd all together at the house? You got to
actually it's like Arthur Treacher's and Mrs. Smith's. Those are my two best recipes.
Oh my God! Where is our Arthur Treacher's?
Oh wait, Mrs. Paul.
Mrs. Paul.
Mrs. Paul and Mrs. Smith are my two best friends in the kitchen.
You're having your threesome with is Mrs. Paul's.
And absolutely, yes. We're gonna get
pies and
we're gonna tie them both up in their own aprons. I'm gonna make them eat pie.
Wow, yeah. So if you've got
fish sticks,
if you've got a kink for, anyway, fake. No, I don't know. Are they fake? Are they real people?
I can put my fish sticks in their pie.
Oh boy,
is that what's?
Wow,
no.
This is too early to start that conversation.
Wow. All right. Now there's got to be a channel. What's the Mrs. Smith, Mrs. Paul threesome channel? There's got to be a channel.
It could just
there.
be AMSR about reading recipes and instructions on how to bake stuff.
Yeah, it'll be one lady pies, another lady fish sticks, pies, cod fillets.
Hi, this is Paul and Kevin. This is Fish Sticks and Pies podcast. Nobody would want to listen to us talk about that kind of stuff. No.
Anyway,
yeah. So big crowd gathering.
Yeah, well, I'm Irish, Kevin McLaughlin. So just even the small chapter of my family that's in town is like 15 people. So.
Ooh, wow.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
So got to see my nephew, super cool. Got some musicians in the family.
Oh, cool.
And watching videos of performances, trading performance videos back and forth.
Okay.
Always a lot of fun.
Throwing up on the Apple TV or Chromecast or whatever.
Yeah, holding up the device, watching it.
Here, watch this on this little tiny screen.
We converge on my parents' house because my mom doesn't go anywhere.
Okay. All right. Well, it's good. So it's good. Yeah. It's always that time of the year. It's great that I know for some, not everybody gets a chance to, some have family gatherings, some have friendsmas or turkey, gathering or friends gatherings, which is good. It's always kind of nice to get together and be part of people that you want to be around, people you care about, love, etc. So yeah, that sounds like a pretty interesting day.
How about you? How did you celebrate your Thanksgiving?
So we went a little different this year. We typically do the cooking, or we'll travel up to my parents up in North Florida, or we'll go back and forth over the years. And this year they came down, and we just kind of we were going to cook, and we just kind of threw it out there and said, hey, there's a little golf course here that's got a little country club kind of vibe, and they had like a Thanksgiving dinner, for.
So you all converged on a random golf course and ate their food?
Yes, on hole 9, right there on the green. We had a buffet. No, that actually
Florida man has turkey dinner.
Exactly. Of course, that would sound the most Florida, right? We were having a buffet dinner on hole number 9.
Why do these balls keep landing?
On the green, yeah. 4! No, so it was like, it was like $50 a person. You had carving station, prime rib, turkey, ham, all the fixins, fish or not fish, shrimp and sushi and oysters, and so it was something different for us. My parents enjoyed it. My dad, it was simple. We didn't have to do anything crazy. We just showed up. Okay, we paid a little bit of money for, which I don't think it was too terrible for the 6 of us. And it was something different, right? So my dad is a big cranberry can out of the can guy. He's always has. That's the one thing he's always got to have. So we brought his canned cranberry to the restaurant with a pair.
Oh,
with
nice.
with a can opener.
Yeah.
So the waiter was good. He goes, "Do you want me to get you a plate to put it on?" He goes, "No, that's okay." So
he just ate it out of the can in the restaurant?
He just right out. None of us eat cranberry.
Yeah, No, I love cranberry sauce. Now, I never liked it as a kid because the cranberry sauce as a kid, that was like, like the ribs on an aluminum can.
Yeah, right.
So you cut the
cranberry.
Cut the top off.
It's ribbed for your pleasure,
and you let the cranberry sauce out, and it holds the shape of the can.
It's a mold. It's a Jello mold.
Yeah, it's a Jello mold of the inside of an aluminum can. And so my mom, being the fancy woman that she was, she took that can-shaped gel and she put it on like the holiday plate that no one's ever allowed to use, and I was like, that's what I never. It wasn't until I was an adult that I finally figured it out. Like, that's how much preparation my mom put into her cranberry sauce.
Now we know where you get it from.
She actually, right. She actually opened the can all the way and let it out.
Yeah, that's exactly how it comes out of the can.
But now my sister makes cranberry sauce and it's excellent. It's got actual cranberries in it. It's really good.
Yeah, I don't know why I've never gotten to cranberry sauce, and I don't know. It's just maybe the tangy kind of fruit, or I don't know. It's just always.
Well, when it's well made, it's just
more of a sauce rather.
When
than
you're tasting the aluminum, that kind of collects in the rib depth of the shaped.
Well, he went around the table and was asking everybody. So, all right, what's the first Thanksgiving you remember that you recall? Either your first Thanksgiving or what you remember. And to be honest, it's tough. I'm like, I couldn't even remember last year's Thanksgiving. But he was telling a story about when he came over to the U.S. He didn't remember his first Thanksgiving, but he remembered his second. And then when he was in Vietnam, and then they had the whole Thanksgiving there, and had their turkey. Talks about the ice cream when they're in the jungle. But those are some of those things. And I told him, I said, I remember the first Thanksgiving. The one that really sticks out and remembers was my first Thanksgiving in Florida in 1991, where we moved from New Jersey, and I'm outside washing my car, and I'm like, this is really weird. It's Thanksgiving Day, and I'm in shorts. I'm outside washing a car. It's November. Where I would normally be freezing my ass off in New Jersey. And that's the one that kind of always stuck in my mind, is that our first Thanksgiving in Florida. So when we moved here.
The Thanksgivings that I remember, or weren't even on Thanksgiving, my mother's sisters, my mom's from Lake Worth, and her sister still lives there. And so these two families, we would converge like halfway between Christmas and Thanksgiving and do like our own
split the difference.
Right. And those were some of the best.
It's especially when you're, when you're younger, you're a kid, you're growing up. It's great to see a family, everyone's together. I mean, like I said, for those that have, a family to be close by or to get together, now you know why that all that airline traffic and all the crazy days to travel. If I'm ever going to fly for somewhere for Thanksgiving, I'm not leaving on Wednesday. I'm leaving like early in the week. Why go through the stress of that kind of madness? But
a lot of people have no choice. You take Monday and Tuesday off, you can't afford the flight.
That's true. Because it probably. I wonder, was it any cost anymore? Well, I don't know, but yeah. Well, it sounds good. Sounds like we had some a good day yesterday, Thanksgiving there. Now Christmas can start in preparation. This morning I got all my Christmas stuff out of the attic. We're ready to. I'm officially okay now to say yes. We're here. We can start the Christmas music. I don't like starting early.
So you've cranked up the Mariah Carey already?
That's right. I'm waiting. I was ready to pop in
the Bing Crosby.
No, the Billy Idol. Remember we talked? Oh,
the Billy Idol's Yule.
Yeah, we talked about last week, right?
Billy Idol's Christmas album.
Yule. Yeah, what got me thinking about that was, you are the mastermind that could pull this together. We're gonna go on record, and I'm gonna say this now, Kevin. I think you have a year. Listen, obviously, don't have time to do it now. I think you have a year to get together the fine musicians of the Treasure Coast and to come up with a Christmas album of different musicians collaborating. Local music by local musicians.
That's a great idea.
So whether it's a cover or something original, again, original songs. I mean, hell, Adam Sandler's made a career milking turkey songs for Thanksgiving and Hanukkah songs because nobody has songs about those holidays, but that'd be kind of an interesting tool. People kind of collaborating together, playing on different tracks. Maybe goes to some type of, obviously you're all musicians, right? Maybe obviously goes to you. Maybe there's some type of fundraiser. I don't know, but yeah, take that idea, run with it, and let's. Yeah,
we could do a Christmas concert every year to benefit the poor, starving children of guitar players.
Yes, those that they know of.
Right. Well, yeah.
As long as Yeah. Some may not know that.
We'll create a Father's Day fund.
But first, you need to get that DNA test and have Maury Povich bust out and say, "No, but you know what? Are not the father."
In all seriousness, that's a great idea because there's some great local musician organizations.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, already, like the Treasure Coast Blues Society, who's helped me so much with getting to Memphis. There's a lot of great musicians there. You can play some blues Christmas songs.
Yeah.
I'll have a blue Christmas without you. I can hear Gene Oliveri doing a very heartfelt saxophone solo that'll bring the house down. And then there's the Treasure Coast Jazz and Blues Society with Don Bester, who's an amazing jazz pianist and band leader. Could do some Dave Grusin type holiday songs with jazz action.
And even thinking about like the little things, right? A uke, some uke style.
Yeah, some uke style. Right? Yeah, the little things on there. Yeah, everybody could have a track.
That'd be
that's a great idea.
Yeah, definitely some collabs and maybe write some new stuff and rather than cover, because I think you got to pay money to cover songs, right? I don't know how that works, but sure there's some type of
there's agreements and permissions that have to be made.
It all comes down to this. But
well, we could do the research on what's going to come into the public domain during the year of 2024.
Right. Here comes Kevin Claus. Here comes Kevin Claus.
Jump on that bandwagon.
Oh my God!
All right, so
cool. Yeah,
mark it in the comments. What annoying Christmas song do you want to hear the most?
That's right, covered
or what recorded. Beautiful carol to remind you of childhood would you like to hear redone?
Well, I'm going to throw it in there. I'll just put my vote in now because I'm not going to put in the comments, but I'll throw it in there now.
What I think I'm going to hear.
We're going to have to do. I have to be part of. Do you want to take a guess? Do you want to take a guess?
I have only one guess since you're the rhythms guy.
What is it?
Little Drummer Boy.
Very good. Ding, 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 ding. Tell him what he's won, Johnny. Yeah, Johnny Ringo.
The Common Sense Award, Mr. Obvious.
Mr. Very good, yes. So that'd be kind of a cool. All done by drummers, right? Or I don't know. We'll figure. Yeah.
Percussion. Yeah, we could have the vibes players come in.
Yeah. And find out how the true meaning of Christmas is about the rhythm. Rum-pa-bum-bum.
Yeah, okay. Whatever you say.
Get Bing Crosby on that right now. Billy and David Bowie.
Yeah, we'll have an AI Bing thing for us.
Well, it is now. So it's happening, man. AI is taking over. So.
Bing. We'll have AI create a buff Bing.
It's Bing Crosby.
And he'll
MS,
hold up a
Microsoft.
Minecraft sword and do some mining while he's singing.
If you need one, I think my kids may have a Minecraft sword. Oh my God! So it sounds like we both had some good Thanksgiving holidays there. Now we're marching to the end of the year. More than 30 days to go. Christmas and a lot to going on. Tomorrow night you have a show coming up on Saturday.
30 days ago?
30 days to go. More than 30 days.
Two
The
ago.
end of
I
the
thought you
year,
said
yeah.
ago. It's
Yeah, ago, yes,
just a few more than 30 days to go.
Just a little bit more.
Until we shake the dust of this year off of our feet
Right.
and move on to the next.
2024. That's crazy.
I know, it's insane.
So, there's a lot going on, and Black Friday deals, and it's
Yes, right now someone's getting a black eye over a big screen, I guarantee it.
Yeah. Remember, when you're filming your Black Friday videos, please hold the camera this way, not this way.
Yeah, not like a girl.
It's not.
Girls hold their cameras this way. Men hold their cameras this way. Now we know.
And they stand up to pee.
Men stand up to pee.
Yes.
In my house they do. Okay, and the girls sit down.
There you go.
Where are we going with this? What?
I just think
Just
I was
weirded me
I was just rolling with the guy
Okay,
thing. You know?
wasn't-
That was all just other things guys do over women.
Okay.
You know, so
All right, whatever.
you know,
all
but
right. So
anyway,
yeah, you
yes.
weirded me out there for a second.
So
all right, what are we talking about here? We're talking about next year.
Yep. So next year plans for So next year, right? When this trip to Memphis is going to come like that.
I know it. We've got to answer your question, the show this weekend, the Countdown to Memphis show, is in Fort Pierce at the Harmony Music Lounge.
Okay.
Tickets are beginning to move.
Good.
Thank you, Jesus. And there's only 56 tickets available. It's a very intimate little room. It's a beautiful little room downtown Fort Pierce. And we're going to have a blast.
Cool.
We've got 4 fundraising shows, and the projections that I've made are kind of grim. We need some additional fundraising efforts to go on so that we don't have to come out of pocket.
So can you auction some things off, like I don't know, your articles of clothing, or I don't know.
I can't imagine.
Never know.
I can't. Well, not being able to imagine anyone wanting to pay
that
to
got
have
him,
my
that
dirty
got him
clothes.
excited there about articles of clothing, and he's like, "Ooh, hold on."
Because there are women who make their living by selling the clothes they wore yesterday for
That's
large amounts of
right.
money and
That's
peeing
right.
into a Ziploc bag and sending it.
That's right.
I mean, the world
Hey,
is sick.
whatever,
But since I saw you last, I was informed by Facebook that I've graduated up to being able to have subscribers on
okay.
Facebook.
So what exactly is the difference then?
Well, instead of being able to see everything for free on Facebook, you can pay $5 a month
Oh, okay.
and get access to exclusive content.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So just like on the other subscription services, like Patreon is
Yep. Right. One of the big ones.
I can have gated content
okay.
to where you can't see it unless you're a subscriber. And the number one thing that I'm going to be doing is videoing all my shows live, and only subscribers can see them. And it's already working. I've got one whole subscriber, and they were
$5
able
more
to
dollars than you had before.
well, $4.99,
Okay. Okay.
and they take the tax money out before they
course.
give it to me. So
Of
I'll
course.
only owe them a few $100,000 at the end of the year. But yeah, and my original thought, the first thing that came to my mind was, because there's fans of the band that are in Europe, in South
Right.
America, and parts of the country that they're not within driving distance of the shows. They never get to see them. And, I developed a relationship with a lot of people around the country during the pandemic when all we had was playing to the phone.
Right. Right.
And so the people like that will get a chance to go ahead and see the Kevin McLaughlin Band live. And then, of course, special deals on merchandise as it comes out. I've got T-shirts that
Okay.
get a deal on, and I put a post out. What do you want to? Tell me what you want. I'll do it. I'm going to keep my pants on the whole time, but tell me what you want, and we'll make it worth $5 a month for whoever wants.
Right, yeah. Yeah. That's how a lot of it is. It's always that whole extra content, trying to figure it out. I've always struggled with it with the drums and rum stuff is what to do with the extra stuff, and I was never able to quite figure it out. I got a little bit there towards the end when I was doing live streaming every week, the happy hour show, and had a few people that were throwing their $3.99 or whatever's on Patreon. We were trying to do some stuff, but then I just kind of stopped doing the live streaming. But yeah, you got to find out what's of interest, right? What do people want to learn more about they're not going to get from this?
Yeah, like maybe I can sit and write a song live.
Mm-hmm.
Show you how to play the guitar parts on my songs.
Yeah.
There's all kinds of stuff that can be done and have it be exclusive. Not everybody cares about that sort of thing.
That'd be kind of cool, like to do a live stream of your subscribers, having them input into writing a song real time.
Oh, that's a cool idea.
And then maybe they get a little writing credit or something, or and then they get their name
like
on a
crowdsourced songwriting.
Yeah, like they're watching you. You're reading chats, and
now I have done something like that in the past. Okay. I did a thing where I wrote a song live on stage.
Okay.
And it actually worked. It turned out to be a
was
pretty
it from
good
the
song.
audience's input, or
yeah.
Okay.
There was a few people that because I would be like, okay, I was.
This is like improv. This is like
It was improv. Yeah, I wrote a song live on stage, and it turned out to be a pretty good song.
Okay.
And people, I would get stuck. I'd be like, oh my gosh, I got to rhyme something with beer. What and. So like the crowd would put in get me over the hump, and so yeah, I could write a song live on stage or live on live stream for subscribers only, and the subscribers could provide the content for the lyrics.
Yeah,
that's a great idea.
Yeah, I know. See, the drummers, he dumps on the drummers all the time, and see, we've got ideas.
Well, there's something to be said that when you can get your frustrations out by hitting stuff, and then you can think clearly. There's a lot to that. There's science to support the factual aspects.
He's always got to come back for it.
Well, I mean, it's not trying to be condescending. Like, whenever I hit stuff, I feel a lot better. If I got to hit stuff all night long,
it's clarity. It's all
I would be
now.
so well adjusted after the show. I'd be very peaceful.
Your mind is clear now because I just beat the shit out of something.
Yeah,
drums, by the way.
I am a beast by nature.
Yes. Well, cool. Now, hey, congrats then. That's good because it's interesting how a lot of the social media platforms now have these little different things. YouTube has something like that. Instagram now has something. They all have it now. And
well, clearly it works, or else they wouldn't be doing it. So and my thought is, like 1,000 subscribers every month, and I could relax. Wouldn't have to work so hard.
Well, that's just it, right? I mean, if you had somebody who was. You had 1,000 subscribers, and you had something that was. I follow a couple other social media kind of people, creator content, people that help try to teach or give ideas. And I remember watching something. The guy's like, "Hey, if you had like 100 followers, and they like subscribed or paid or membership or whatever, like $100, over time, it's in numbers, right? The multipliers, and." So, yeah, it may not seem like a lot, but at the same time, it adds up, right? You don't need a whole volume of 1 million followers.
Right.
If you have a really locked in, a small niche group who are totally into what you do and you're providing something worth of value and that they feel like they're paying towards, that's all you need. You don't need a whole lot of people to.
Yeah, you don't need a lot. Like when I was teaching my kids entrepreneurialism, I taught them that. And I'm like, look at everybody walking by. Everybody's got money that's yours. It's in their pocket, but it's yours. You just need to give them a reason that's moral and, legal
right.
and positive to take it from where they have it to where it belongs, which is in your pocket. And like you can do what the banks do, like charge 1 million people $1 a month.
Right.
Like what?
Yeah.
That's fine.
As long as they're getting something out of it, right?
Yeah, as long as it's worth doing. I mean, the banks, they charge you for taking your money away from you, but...
yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Actually, banks are a great service. We might end up with a bank.
Oh yeah.
Banks are a great service. Yes. They protect us from our own wastefulness. But yeah, there's all kind of stuff that I would like to provide. I really want to make it a worthwhile experience for the subscribers.
Yeah.
And so it's definitely going to tie into live because live performance is what I'm made for. That's what I'm all about. Yep. And, I'm excited to see how well it's going to go.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
So subscribe. If you just get on Facebook and type in #KevinM, and that will show you some Kevin McLaughlin Band entries in Facebook. Like and follow and subscribe.
Yep. Yeah. Mentioned right. Follow. That's the important part, right? Is I think we forgot to start off the show is reminding is if you're listening to this, you like this show, you like, Kevin's content when he does and his other stuff that I do, follow, subscribe to the YouTube channel, subscribe to the podcast, because those things they do mean something. So, I know we're trying to get a little traction there, kind of getting out there, and some of the, some of our shorts get some good tractions. That's kind of some fun stuff.
You can support content creators like us easily and for free just by clicking the like button. Click the subscribe button. It's not going to hurt, I promise. And we've got an Instagram that's got some attention, and we have a TikTok apparently.
Yeah, we're over there.
You tick and I talk.
Yeah, that's right. TikTok, don't stop. Yeah, that's it. No, that's about as much rapping that these two white guys are going to do. So,
yeah, I wouldn't even try it. I would just butcher it.
So, cool, very cool. So, do you remember Hall & Oates?
Yes.
So apparently they're like in a big lawsuit. So it's interesting.
Don't tell me it's with General Mills.
No,
because they want to open a cereal called Hall & Oates.
No, that actually would be good. I don't know why they wouldn't have done it sooner, right?
I mean,
makes sense.
When you have a big family, the littlest ones have to eat in the hall. You can feed them the Hall & Oates.
That's it. It sounds like a Saturday Night Live skit.
Yeah, right. Or maybe maybe if you're in the gulag or something, like you don't raid the table, you just get oats and you eat it in the hall.
You just got to grab it and run. That's it, right?
Yeah,
you got to eat wherever you can. So apparently, Daryl Hall is suing John Oates. I guess So I guess there's two separate partnerships, and I guess there's always seemed to be a little bit of weird. They're just like professional partnership. Not so much like personal or musical, or I guess they've always had a very strange individual relationship. So,
well, they're both singers, so it makes sense that they wouldn't get along with anyone.
Right, yeah. So they're both up front. They're both, again, fighting for the spotlight. And but talk about hits, right, over the years. They had a huge run in the 70s and 80s, right? Man-Eater, Rich Girl.
Daryl Hall seems to really be more in the limelight. I mean, John Oates, they got in the, what is it, live at Daryl's house?
Yeah, right. The show on TV.
And then they don't have any, live at Oates' house.
Yeah. Unless it's like at an oat processing.
I think he's like a huge horse feed mogul now. I don't know.
So apparently, in the bizarre part of there's a lawsuit so Daryl Hall suing the other half, and under a sealed lawsuit or sealed, so nobody knows exactly why this lawsuit's going forward. So it's really bizarre. And
either they just are getting ready to put out an album and they want some media attention, or they just genuinely hate each other, which is either way. I would say it could go either way.
That's a good conspiracy there. We should start that rumor that this is reason. So new album's coming out, and this is why we should call them out there. There you go. See, this is all manufactured. They're trying to drum up publicity of a new album.
It's certainly possible.
Yeah.
So it's in today's...
We say allegedly.
Yeah,
allegedly.
In today's world of, nonsensical media, what comes first, the chicken or the egg? Did they hate each other and they created a lawsuit, or did they have a lawsuit and that made them hate each other? Are they coming out with an album and they're fighting over rights and now there's a lawsuit? Or are they having a lawsuit because they already made the album? And depending on which news outlet you watch, all the stories will get told and they'll be in direct conflict with each other, just like every other story out there.
So this is going to be a to be continued.
We are going to get to the bottom of this.
That's right.
What's better, the Hall or the Oates?
There you go. Let us know.
And who should win the lawsuit, and why are they having it?
Right, and if you don't know the difference, just YouTube and some of their songs.
I think John Hall is just pissed off because Daryl Oates John
Oates.
John Oates and Daryl Hall, or John Hall and Daryl Oates. Anyway, one of them's way shorter than the other, and I think he's pissed off.
Well, that's right. That's always how people distinguish two. It's like, oh yeah, the tall guy with blonde hair and the short guy with dark hair.
Yeah.
But apparently they met at a. This is the story I was reading about in the article. Was they met? They were not I guess in college. They were in two separate bands, and actually the article said they met at a sock hop. Okay, so I don't think it was there in the 50s. I don't think they met in the 50s. But anyway, that's how it said. They met at the sock hop. They ended up hiding out in this.
It was probably in the 60s, and the teachers named the school dance.
I guess, yeah. So I guess they were some gunfire that happened. They kind of all ran and hid in a certain area, and that's kind of how they met each other, was under these circumstances. So gun violence does exist even back then. But anyway, I'm not going to go down that hole. And that's how they met each other. They kind of formed because they were both in their own respective bands at the time.
So a school shooting inspired one of the most popular R&B acts in human history.
I guess that's an interesting way to say it. So maybe that might be the
That's
title.
a unique perspective.
Yes. If it wasn't for school shooting, we would never have gotten the song Man Eater.
There's plenty of man eaters out there. Somebody would have written it.
So that more to come on that story. I think that's going to be an interesting one there. So, for those, like I said, those just Google if you're not familiar with John.
I've been meaning to watch Daryl's Garage or whatever it's called because live from Daryl's house.
Yep.
Because if I'm not mistaken, Charlie Starr, the lead singer for Blackberry Smoke, one of my favorite bands, he appeared at Daryl's house recently. I think I saw that thumbnail in passing one day. So I want to research that. When I get some spare time, I'll watch that.
Yeah, so if you're ever going to stop by his house, I think he's up in upstate New York.
Upstate New York, yes. Yeah. And as a matter of fact, from what I understand, you can actually attend those. There's some sort of... He's got a great recording studio there, and there's
like a big barn.
It's a big barn, and there's like a catwalk around the outside, and you can buy tickets to stand and look down while they do their thing.
That's pretty cool.
It's not far from it's not far from Woodstock, from what I understand.
Right, and it's I've had this conversation with our good friend Mr. I'm drawing a blank now. Sorry, Vaughn.
Here, hit something.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, Vaughn, our good friend Vaughn.
Vaughn Jackson.
That's right. Yes. Yeah, that's it. Sorry, Vaughn, I forgot your last name for a minute there. Yeah, see, look, I'm not wearing glasses today, so I'm in a little bit better shape than I was last time.
Hit something.
So there you go. But yeah, he's from upstate New York too, and I think he's
He's from the Albany area.
Yeah, so he said it's somewhere near Irma or something like that. But yeah, cool. So yeah, so that'd be cool. Once you stop by, check in, and when you waiting for a call from?
It's been forever since I've had a chance to sit and chat with Daryl. I owe him a call.
So yeah, so more to come on that one there. So, but I don't know. That's all the news I've got as far as any local news going on. Local music news.
Local music news. Oh, there's all kinds of great bands.
Yeah, well, we talked a little bit about some of the shows you got upcoming there. The trip to Memphis. So yeah, support. Go and help.
All kinds of fun stuff.
Help get the guys to Memphis. Cover some of the costs there. They've got to travel up to Memphis in January. So don't forget to donate or if you got a company or a sponsor or whatever, I'm sure
absolutely
Mr. McLaughlin would wear proudly your merch shirt, advertise, whatever.
Yeah, just give me a call. We'll make it worth your while. Make local band does good.
Yeah.
We're going to be in the Super Bowl of unsigned blues bands. The NFL playoffs of the
right,
and then we might win the Super Bowl.
That'd be awesome. So
yeah.
Well, cool. All right. Well, I think that's all we've got on this episode here. So our turkey.
We didn't even do anything yet.
No, that's all we did. We talked about news and we catch up on this one. Right. This is our.
Yeah, it's been like a whole week since I've seen you, man.
Yeah, I know. I mean, the last two episodes we were cranking out over 40 minutes on those episodes. We don't want to tire the people out.
How long has it been?
This is 33 minutes.
We got to shut it down. Yeah.
But definitely, like I said, got a few more days to go to get the end of the month, and we'll start right into Christmas and everything else. And then before we know it, will be New Year's. We'll be going up to Memphis and 2024. It'll be kind of crazy. So, well, anyway,
maybe we could get the Riffs and Rhythms podcast to join us in Memphis and do a live stream of the performance.
That would be pretty cool.
Performances.
So that's what we could do. We can do live performances, have the other bands come up, interview them, find out their game plan,
and then use it to subvert their success.
Yes.
No. Use it to help. Use it to help promote them as well, because there's going to be a ton of great bands there. We wouldn't want to accidentally reveal some sort of nefarious plan.
It sounds like Despicable Me.
I was just thinking about Gru.
So come on aboard. Be one of our minions. Be one of Kevin's minions.
That's what I need. I need someone with a bunch of guys with goggles and yellow outfits going, boss, mini boss, whatever.
That's right. Kevin's name one of the one in minion.
Yeah, I do need a minion. If anybody wants to apply, let me know.
Yes. So
the benefits are actually great because I know a lot of stuff. And
so there you go. You can learn at the feet of
become a
blues master.
Become an apprentice is the word I'm looking for.
That's
I've spent a few minutes on a stage over the course of my long life.
I forgot. Speaking of blues, Foghat. Let's get a shout out to Foghat. Did you guys remember
Foghat on the charts again?
On the charts, the Billboard charts, top of the Billboard charts on the blues chart.
Yeah, Foghat comes out of the ancient dusty-filled closets and like gets number one on the blues charts. How cool is that?
Well, yeah, I think they were above like people like Joe Bonamassa and
that's insanity.
I know it's like
I mean, since the 70s though, they've been Foghatting it up.
I guess they've always, there's always been a style more blues, but I guess I never thought them in a blues way.
They're very blues-based band.
Right.
I mean, slide guitar,
right.
All the stuff.
Right. But I guess, I just never thought of them in that kind of that light. Even though there was a lot of, like you said, the blues roots rooted in their music and goes way back. But yeah, there's another band from the blast in the past. You've probably heard of their songs. They were a big band back in the 70s, and
the whole
if you've ever played guitar,
blues comeback strategy has worked for a number of different guitar players.
Right. So,
because as many of us, myself included, start out as a blues player. The blues are the foundation for our styles, and then we create our own thing. But you really end up it's oftentimes you come back to where you started.
Right. Yeah, that's true. That's true. So anyway, so blues in the news there with Foghat at the top of the Billboard charts of blues charts there. So interesting. We'll have to check out some of their music. Maybe we might review some of their music. We'll see.
Possibly.
But anyway, this is we're going to wrap up this podcast here. So definitely check out, again, like we said, check out all of our socials, Riffs and Rhythms. Check out all of our links there at the end of the end of the video here, and support. Go out there to kmblues.com and support Kevin's drive to get to Memphis there to help raise some money to kind of get the guys up on the road.
Come see the show. The main thing is come out and enjoy the music.
Right, yeah. You're going to get something for paying for a ticket, and you're getting something in return here, a performance. So, yeah. Very cool.
Right on.
Yeah.
So, as this releases, the next show will be Earl's on the 30th.
Okay.
Right, when this is coming out in time for the Earl show on the 30th,
That's
possibly.
Right.
If not, December 10th, December 12th.
There you go. A couple more days
kmblues.com.
So all your information is on the website there. So, all right, Kevin, let's ready to wrap this.
This is Kevin. I'm Riffs. And
this is Paul, and I'm the Rhythms.
This is the Riffs and
Rhythms podcast. So, again, thanks for all tuning in here. So, again, appreciate everyone's support there. Check out all of our stuff there.